I was about to be insulted by being the fifth wife, but then you can't delete the message. You can't delete the message. I saw that. I got so thrown off by the comment about virtue. If I'm gonna be in a list, okay, can it be 6th? 6 is my lucky number. Please. It's gotta be 6. I can't accept 5th. Anyway, hello. Hello Hooks, hello Sekid, hello Riot, hello Pydots. Yeah, stream just started. Why did you think it ended? I wanted a pensive emoji post. I mean, you can pensive emoji post. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Don't I miss pure. I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh, I see why the post about virtue disappeared. It's because I looked at top chat for a second. Fuck top chat. No wait, I'm not just whatever. You can't miss me. I'm literally here. Hello, Kamal. How are we doing? I definitely didn't get distracted and nearly missed stream, which is why the waiting room only went up like 15 minutes ago when I normally do it like an hour and a half in advance, but it's fine. Falling into WoW Classic. I actually I didn't do most of my raid weeklies this week. I got distracted. Oh god, I hope I did enough delves to get stuff from the vault this week. Whoops. I want to crash out and throw us into the nearest ocean? Why? Wait, but I didn't say I was crashing out. I just got distracted. I've been drawing. I've been doing art. And I've been thinking about characters. You look so concerned. What about World of Warcraft or Anyway, hi, how we doing? It's a Tuesday night. When are you not thinking about? Okay, good point. You got me there. You got me there. Exceptionally EP individual, literally me. I was still awake at like 9, 10 a.m. this morning. I should have taken a melatonin. But I was like, no, I'm tired. Famous last words. No, I'm tired enough. I'll be able to sleep without melatonin. Me at 10 a.m. like, okay, well, that was a mistake. Been dragged into the crackest Yuri ship. What is the crackest Yuri ship? That's... In what way? In what way are they the most... Sorry, I keep yawning. I'm sorry if I keep on making you guys yawn because I'm yawning. What is the crackest Yuri ship? Because I've seen some pretty crazy Yuri ships in my days on the internet. Oh, we need info dump. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if I can deal with that level of information, but just know, I guess I support you and your very crack ship, Yuri ship, and fanfiction. Man, I wish I remembered how to write. I have stories that I'm meant to be writing that I don't because I'm distracted and I can't write. Cancels, becomes irritably. I see. Oh my god, I'm actually yawning a ridiculous amount. Okay, you know what? Let's go to bed. Everyone go to bed. Everyone, let's sleep. Let's sleep right now. Para, die. Delete that message right now. Thank you for stream. Yeah. Did everyone have a nice Easter? Easter is such a nothing holiday to me. You've never ever slept? Well, you can go back to not having thought of it. You can go back to not having thought of it. Backspace, undo, Control Z. Wants me to sleep forever. No comment. No, I don't. Whoa, Kalo, hello. Been a while, how you doing? I bought a brain rot skin for, oh. Well, I hope you get well soon. I like how I got distracted. There is a freaking cat in the chat. Everyone stop. Everyone look at that heckin' catto. Holy crap. But yeah, no, I'm tired right now, but yeah, no, I'm in general, I'm doing all right. It's good to see you, Kayla. Imagine if you spent that money commissioning period. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what Para would commission. Para, what would you commission if you commissioned art? Curious. What'd you guys eat for dinner? Sausage roll. Sausage roll. I always have a sausage. I have 2 sausage rolls on a Tuesday. We are the same but different. It is roll day. Sausage roll is not dinner food? It's literally like pastry and is it carbs? Carbs and meat. It's carbs and meat. What do you mean? How is carbs and meat not dinner food? Me with triple T next to me. That's like small. No, that's no. You can get like a you can get a sausage roll that's like a foot long. Called a corn dog. I don't like corn-based products. You don't have sandwiches for dinner? That's illegal. I'll have a sandwich right now. Don't test me. I'll go leave stream to go make myself a sandwich. Have you ever had toad in a hole? I haven't. My family eats it sometimes. Thanks, they're cute. I got caught by a review. Coal miners used to eat Cornish pasties for meal. Yeah! It's good. Was it something about no? No, it wasn't. Anyway. That aside. Yeah, I stopped saying things that getting caught by the YouTube review. Anyway, I think I'm probably gonna go to bed pretty soon, but oh god. You are good at that. Hi, Plivium. Lived off Hot Pockets with me that can't go to judge it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for not judging my sausage roll. I literally have them every week. On a Tuesday, you can almost bet that I have had a sausage roll. That is almost a guarantee. Thanks for being happy and excited. You're welcome, Flavio. No worries, no worries. I'm glad you enjoy your custom welcome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are Greg sausage roll. They're literally I have Greg sausage roll. UK chat members want sausage roll mentioned. Everyone who's going to Vexpo, I recommend you go and get a sausage roll if you're visiting the UK for the first time. All I had for dinner was 4 cheeseburgers, 20 nuggets and 2 medium fries and a Diet Coke. Really? All of that and then you went with a Diet Coke? You couldn't even go with a full sugar Coke? You had to get the shit Coke? You had to get the awful Coke? If you're getting all that shit, get a proper Coke. I want to go to the UK and eat Greg's sausage roll. Yeah, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Diet Coke? What is wrong with your taste buds? We're trying to watch the calories. Yeah. Jellied... No. No. My friend visited, I took them to Big Ben and ate Greg's sausage roll with. Very good time. AI could never taste the difference. Wait, AI could never taste the difference, or is that a typo? Or just you could never taste the difference between? I meant to say I can very much taste the difference between normal cola, Diet Coke, Coke Zero. Same with like Pepsi and Pepsi Max and Diet Pepsi, although I don't like Pepsi very much in general, so. I should get a what? Oh, a pizza? Go for it. I still really want chicken katsu. I want chicken katsu so bad. I really deserve a chicken katsu. I haven't done anything that to deserve chicken katsu. I absolutely have not done anything to deserve a chicken katsu, but I want a chicken katsu. I would expect you to have an autographed sausage roll for the first chapter that finds you. I mean, I normally do take sausage rolls with me to Expo because I can just leave them in the car and then take a break partway through the day and go have my sausage rolls. White Monster really hit different before I started boycotting them. Chicken katsu is your favorite? I've had chicken katsu. I first tried it not really that long ago, to be honest. I think it must have been literally only like within the last couple years. One of the times when I went down to Cambridge for working at the games company, the next day I went and I got I went to like a Japanese restaurant and I was like, okay, well, chicken katsu, let's go. And since then, I'm like, I need to go to Wagamama's and have a chicken katsu right now. I mean, I don't know how much it costs at the top of my head either, but thank you. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to leave the house to get a chicken katsu, but thank you. I can break into the Puri car for free. Don't break into my car! Oh, sorry, I peeked the mic. I'm sorry. Don't break into my car. You don't need to deserve a chicken katsu. You claim what you desire from the world. Chicken katsu curry is my favorite meal. Oh, really? My experience, chicken katsu curry is heavily hit on. No, I actually agree. I've had some pretty dire chicken katsu. I don't like. There is a place in the UK. Hold on, actually, let me check how many of these places there are across the UK before I start saying, oh yeah, I went to this one place, and everyone is like, I know where you live now. How many of them are there? Oh, there's loads. Oh, there's not. I already know where you live. Well, stop knowing where I live. Okay. I'm not going to. There's a lot of them down south, but there's this one place that do little like cups of chicken katsu, and I really did not enjoy that chicken katsu. It was really, Puri can legally drive? No. Well, yes, if I put a learner's... Wait, no, my provisional driving license ran out, actually. My provisional driving license expired, so I guess I can't anymore. I physically know how to drive, and I do own a car. I do have a car under my name. But my mum uses it. I don't use it. Driving lesson for me, I took driving lessons. I learned how to drive. But my driving instructor... Also, did I say hello to you, Trematel? I don't think I did. Hi, Trematel. I read your messages, but then didn't actually say hello. But I took driving lessons, learnt to drive, but in the UK it is if you're sensible, you learn how to drive manually, stick shift, that is, for you Americans, which is fine, by the way, no problem with that. That's good. I wanted to learn to drive manual. However, my driving instructor was really precious about his clutch on his car. So whenever I didn't push the clutch down enough when changing gear, suddenly I would feel the pedal, because if you've never learned to drive, how it works is the driving instructor has the pedals beneath his side of the car as well, so that he can like brake if he needs to brake for you, or use the clutch if he needs to use the clutch for you, in like an emergency and stuff. But he was using the clutch for me rather than telling me to do it properly, so I couldn't get the hang of doing the clutch because he wasn't letting me learn to use the clutch. It is so disorientating to be driving and then feel a pedal disappear from under your foot. Like, it is so disorientating because it's like, oh fuck, I'm losing control. But you're not, because it's just your driving instructor being a prick. And nowadays driving lessons are really expensive, so I just, for me, my parents can drive. And I live somewhere that has pretty good transport, and I can walk with my walking stick. Pretty much most places I need to go. I can walk. So it isn't a big priority for me. So yeah, that's my driving story. But yeah, if you put me behind a car, if you put me behind a steering wheel, like, I can drive it. I might stall a couple times because it has been maybe like 10 years since I drove, but yeah, I can do it. Soul Triangulate, no. Very dry rubbery chicken. There's some good places in Brighton. I don't think I've ever been to Brighton. Trying to try them all and see the best ones to keep accidentally divining the location in my dreams. Pidots, no! Stop! Bigger question, can Puri ride a bike? No. Have I not talked about this before? So I had a bike. I had a bike with training wheels with stabilizers. And I was learning to ride a bike. And what we had, the way the house worked is you have the house, and then you have the driveway and the front garden, and then the driveway led to the back. It wasn't a back garden, it was literally just like a bit of concrete. But we used to just keep my bike right behind the house because it was out of view. And we didn't have we had no space indoors because all of my stuff, dad's stuff, mom's stuff, there was not enough room. Anyway, so literally like the week before I was gonna have my stabilizers taken off my bike, it got stolen. Because that's a very common thing that happens in the UK. You get vans driving around just picking up any metal they can, that's not, if there's a piece of metal that is not nailed down, they'll take it because they can take it to the scrapyard and get money for it. So my bike got stolen. And so I never learned how to ride a bike. And so to this day I don't know how to ride a bike. Oh, I was taught how to drive a tank before a car. We don't even have driving instructors where I am, they just give you the test. What the hell? I like fancy book, thank you! I got it commissioned a couple of years ago now. The little like heart pieces, so you can see the way that the fractals work on them, but also I can set it up. I don't because it's kind of a pain with my multiple mics, but I can make it so they vary their glow intensity based on the sound of my voice. But I haven't done it. Well, I have done it, but only for my other mic, and it's kind of a pain. I fell asleep when I was learning to drive. I was driving a Mercedes Sprinter passenger van on the highway around 70 miles an hour. I mean, that means you the highway's easy to drive on. The highway is like the easiest thing to drive on. Like, you're not allowed to drive on the motorway as a learner in the UK, but you're allowed to drive on A roads, on dual carriageways and stuff, so I did drive on those. Easy. Literally the easiest easiest part of driving. What I hated was driving around tight city streets with parked cars on the corners and hedges all the way up, blocking my visibility into the next nightmare. Ugh. Yeah, parked cars were actually my worst enemy. I hate the hedges. Yeah! Trim your fucking hedges so I can see. No drawing tablet today. Well, I'm reading from an actual physical book, so. I live in Florida. It's scary. They'll eat you alive randomly. The highway? I got hit by a semi on a highway. Isn't that a huge lorry? Isn't a semi like... Isn't that like an 18 wheel thing in... Am I confusing it with a different vehicle? Yes? Okay. See, every time I've been to America, yeah, you posted the picture of the car. I didn't think it looked like it'd been hit by a lorry. Oh my god. Wow. I'm surprised you're as unscathed as you were. Yeah, holy shit. Dodge an I-beam? You've never driven on a highway with the weavers? You mean like the people who like drive like in and out, undertake, overtake? Well, like I said, I've never driven on a motorway slash what I think is the equivalent of a highway because that's not allowed as a learner in the UK. I have witnessed some pretty bad driving the times that I've been to America. People in America also. So this does happen in the UK, but it was way more common when I went to America like years ago. People are looking at their phones all the time. Now, I know that's not allowed in the US. It's also very much not allowed in the UK. But it's just way more prevalent that I've like every time I looked into someone else's car, they were on their phone. Meanwhile, in the UK, it's only maybe like a quarter of the time. I'm from New Jersey? What's the deal with New Jersey? Car time is peak purity streaming time. I have to be on my phone. No, just use the audio. Audio only. Audio only. You don't need the... Don't watch my streams while you're driving. We don't have time to get into it. Damn. Everyone from New Jersey just sneezed. They do drive longer distances. Yeah. America. I will say, there is one thing in America that I really agree with driving-wise. This is the only thing I'll hand Americans. Right turn on red. When there's no other traffic, it just makes sense. Like, if there's no pedestrians, there's no other traffic. I think right turn on red makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like you should just be able to go. You're not crossing any other traffic. So as long as you're observant, like, they still do. Okay, listen, I'm not saying the people who put it into practice are doing it properly. I'm just saying it's a good idea conceptually. It's a good idea conceptually. You know you can't do it in the UK. You cannot do it in the UK. It's not. If you start trying to turn left, obviously because our roads are the opposite way around, on a red light, then you're fucked. Stop. We don't have a lot of stop signs in the UK. The US has a lot of stop signs. The US is like, yeah, we know we gave you all these super long roads so you can just hit cruise control and go forever. And then they're like, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign. More dangerous cross the road when the light is green because you can't see the people turning right on red. I've only seen 2 stop signs so far. Have a little honking before. Some people should not be allowed to drive. One more lane that will solve traffic. Literally never works. No, I like the idea of right turn on red. I don't think America utilizes roundabouts enough, or turning circles. I don't know what Americans call them. I once overheard someone's American GPS say the American, whatever the American term is for roundabouts, and I stopped and I went, "Are you serious?" What? We call them roundabouts? So was it just this person's messed up GPS calling them like turning circles or something? But yeah, roundabouts make a lot of sense. Traffic circle! No, that was it. That was it. Yeah, traffic circle. They're common where I live. Yeah, roundabouts. Roundabouts are really, really common in the UK. They're really good for making sure that everyone kind of isn't blocking each other for where they need to go for multiple directions. The US is like, intersection. Have an intersection. Have another intersection. Intersection upon ye. Got a lot more common in the past couple of years. Not smart enough. I mean, I will say, I won't pretend there's never incidents on roundabouts with like, especially when people don't know their lane discipline and stuff. But yeah, I never had a problem with roundabouts when I was driving. Complete stop when they don't have to, or they don't adjust their speed. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, there's always, in every country, regardless of what the rules are, regardless of what the actual like highway code is, there's always going to be idiots on the road. But sometimes the country and the rules itself doesn't help. The drivers are animals, more beast than human. Driven in Florida is like Need for Speed. Forgot Florida was real. I've driven in... Well, I myself haven't driven in America. I've only driven in the UK. I've been on the roads in New York, specifically Long Island, Michigan, Georgia, and I guess I was on a coach in California, but I don't really count that because I was just sitting there like this. I'm tired. I've only eaten Skittles since I got fed on the plane. So I don't really count. I couldn't see the road. I couldn't see the road. Why? Why do you keep coming to America? Stay out. So a 4-car pile up in the roundabout once, really awkward for about the one person who drove to the next exit. You mean in the past? Do you think I'm saying I'm in America right now? No. I keep coming to America because that's where my friends are. That's where my friends live. Is Puri coming to America soon? Please don't. I want to go to America next January. Buy the transitive property? Sure. Yeah, I would like to. I'm not gonna get abducted by ICE. But yeah, I would like to come to America next January. That is the plan. Obviously it depends on money, mostly. Actually doing an American convention right now, blown up on a projector in the convention center. Say hi, chat. Already happened to one old British lady come to Southern California. If I go to America, it is going to be... what state is it? Maryland. Maryland? 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 I don't know how to pronounce it. They hate me, bro. I've already been to California. It's so far away. California is so far away. Been to America once for a transit flight. It was legitimately insane experience. I've never, other than the one time I nearly got kidnapped, like, I've never had a terrible time in America. Why Maryland? There's an event that happens in January that I want to go to, that a lot of my friends go to, so I want to go. Where the 13 colonies. Yes, I'm going to invade America. You caught me. I'm actually, this is dangerous. Don't they check your social media now? I'm not going to invade America. I'm not going to invade America. I'm gonna be nice and normal wherever I go. No, there's an event that happens in January that I want to go to, so that's my plan, that's my plan. We'll see. The sleepers. It's a literal nowhereville over California. Sorry. I like going to Nowhereville. I went to a Nowhereville in California once. Bodega goes there though. You can see yeah, so many people go to Megfest. So many people. I literally saw so many people talking about Megfest this year, last year, the year before that. I want to go. I want to be where the people are. Tried to get food from one of the 2 billion food stores. Discovered they only accepted card. Never felt more judged. Oh yeah, no, America is a very card, specifically credit card focused society. Very, very credit card focused. I've been to Whoville, like the Dr. Seuss. Like the Dr. Seuss place? So-called loner introvert streamer? But I've been improving. I'm still very antisocial. But I feel like I'm getting better with talking to people sometimes. Like the first year of going to Vexpo, I really like didn't speak to anyone at all. I basically just like stuck to my mum. I just stay lonely. The parasocial activity is so real. Yeah, the first year going to Vexpo, I really felt very menhera about it because like I didn't approach anyone that I basically just hid. Even to the people that I did like know, I didn't say anything. Like when I went to the Maids of England cafe, like and I saw Tori, when I saw Maid Tori, like I didn't say that first year. I didn't say anything. Don't say that! I'm getting one guide. I'm getting one guide. Help. There's two guide, I guess, actually. And the second year I did a lot better. I managed to talk to a few more people. Not loads. Not a lot, but more people, and it was nice. It was nice to speak to more people. It was very nerve-wracking because I'm an anxious mess, but yeah, I hope you'll forgive me if I'm slowly becoming, trying to be a little bit more social. I don't think I'm ever gonna be like, I don't think I'm ever gonna be like an extrovert, but I want to be the introvert friend that extroverts adopt. You know what I mean? You know how extroverted people do that? They find an introverted person and they just like drag them around. I want Is this what Havoc is to you? No, Havoc is also introverted. Havoc is also introverted, I would say. Didn't we adopt you? Did you adopt me? Have I been adopted? Oh, okay. I guess chat adopted me. Anyway, yeah, sorry for wanting to be social with people. I hope you'll forgive my want to go to Magfest. You are also welcome. You are also welcome to come to Magfest and find me and talk to me. This is not a VTuber exclusive thing. If you are a person who goes to Magfest and I go to Magfest, you can say hi to me too. Wouldn't say I'm extroverted. I'm tired of putting 100% of the effort and just never talk again. Sorry. I genuinely understand. Right, when people, I don't reach out to people basically like ever. So I always feel like people how do I word this? I understand when people, it's not the word don't want to be friends with me, but like can't really be friends with me because what they see from their outside perspective is someone who never talks to them and never makes an effort. Because the thing is, like, even if I think about someone, even if I look in someone's streams, even if I like do that, obviously that's not really recognized from the outside. It can't be recognized from the outside, and therefore makes things look one-sided. I have come to accept that some people do not like me for that reason, and that's fine. Not everyone has to like me. Took me a while to learn that. I just need golden Puri card. Well, if you go to any of the conventions that I go to, I will give you a signed golden Puri card if you want it signed. You can have a blank one if you want, but I will sign it if you want it signed. I also think you're only saying that because Pliv said it's Magfest. Wait. What sentence was that a reply to exactly? If I regret it afterwards, I just find shiny new people that interest me and annoy them instead. Yeah. I've had people go and tell me, like, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you never reach out first, you never talk first. So, I mean, no, but I also think you're only saying that because Pluff said it's MagFest. Like, anyone can find you at MagFest. I do it for Vexpo as well, don't I? For anyone that comes to people, I've had my chatters find me before at Vexpo. Captain Tinko has found me because I turn my Twitter DMs on, and I actually put Discord on my phone when I'm at Vexpo, so that if anyone wants to like try and find me, they can message me. So no, it's not just because Pluvium's saying that. That's genuinely. I'm kind of worried that I'm looking performative now. But I don't really find there's that much difference between the people who are VTubers and the people who are viewers. I think, I don't know how to word this in a way that sounds how I'm trying to get my point across. Everyone's just a human. And I'm scared. I'm scared because I always worry when people find me that they're gonna see me in person and then they're going to drop me because I'm not what they expected, or I don't know, I'm ugly, or I don't know, or I didn't manage to phrase myself very well when they saw me, or something like that. But you can perform your, we're all just people. Exactly. I do think there should be a difference, that you can't be friends with everyone. Maybe I can't, but that doesn't mean that sorry, I'm trying to think how to word this in a proper 2-ton silverback gorilla IRL. Well, you're gonna be disappointed because I'm not a 2-ton silverback gorilla IRL. I don't know, I've met viewers, I've met VTubers, I've met former VTubers. I've never found that like one specific group, one specific demographic is better than another or more inherently worthy of attention or friendship or anything like that. I mean, I always have had that, I've spoken about before how I've got kind of a odd perception of friendship. That is simply because I have a very hard time knowing how to define friendship. I went through a whole crisis back in 2019 or 2018 where I had a psychologist and I was there like, what is the definition of a friend? I don't think I've had a friend for 10 years. I don't think if a friend is someone that you hang out with on a regular basis, then I don't have anyone. And my psychologist was like, okay, writes that down. And I remember being at work in my retail job like, what defines a friend? I don't know what defines a friend. So my definition of friend is, I still feel uncertain about it sometimes, and mostly I just, if someone else calls me a friend, then there we go. Then I'm a friend. Oh yeah. Nowadays I do think I have friends. I just had a crisis back then, and actually back then I wasn't really talking to Space, I wasn't really talking to Havoc, I wasn't really talking to anyone. In fact, actually, when I was going through that, I was at my retail job, which meant I was also really grouchy. I was a bitch to everyone. I actually, after I quit that retail job, I ended up apologizing to Havoc and Daphne and Autumn and everyone, because I was like, oh my god, I've been an absolute bitch. What the f- I'm so sorry. Just stream with friends on the voice call. Really? You like it? You like it when people do that? I always find the multiple voices kind of disorientating, and I can't focus. So I don't really like it very much when there are multiple people on a stream. You don't know my TikTok goth girls and my algorithm, I'll never forgive you. Damn. Damn, I'm screwed. Not knowing how to define friend is extremely goth. Like how you, when people you can't imagine being bitchy, you see bitches. Hello. I mean, maybe I wasn't like bitchy like in comparison to what other people might call bitchy, but like I was bitchy compared to myself. Gonna be honest, I hate when people do that. Or just sit in calls with people on streams. Yeah, I don't like it very much. It depends. It depends. There are certain instances. There are certain instances. Something that always about me that despises sitting in silence with other people. Really? See, I've got no problem. Well, I don't go into Discord calls very often. But when I do with Havoc and stuff, there can just be silence. In fact, actually, it's really fun to sit in silence with Havoc, because Havoc will I'm so sorry for this, Havoc. Havoc will forget that they're on call. And so if you haven't been speaking for like an hour and a half, you can suddenly say something and they'll jump, and it's great. Sorry Havoc. Sorry Havoc. Do you want a video game sometime? I mean, yes. My intention is yes. In the same way as another viewer asked me to play Globe Map Scanner, but WoW edition. But I haven't been very good at responding to the messages, and I get anxious and I die. Also, I'm really sorry if you guys can hear me bouncing my leg. Dear Mika and Pastry have good chemistry. It's clear they're comfortable taking a back seat. If I'm on voice, I want to be doing something or talking about something interesting. Somebody decides I was a bad kid, told them I got expelled. They were like, "What for you?" 5 people and 4 of them sound like they have dollar store mics and they're so loud and disorganized. Yeah. I can't hear it, but I can see the pure. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm fidgeting. No, I get that. Anyone here play Fortnite? No. No one has heard of Fortnite. No one has heard of Fortnite ever in their entire lives. Anyway. You guys want to read? More pure... What do you mean? You want... Huh? What if I got the Suisse skin? That's a thing, by the way. Pure thigh audio or the Suisse skin? Because I know... Low. The chances I respond are low. Very low. I'm scared. I can take those odds. Okay, we're gonna have a full profile for your character, with image. I need visual references. What if the RP is extremely tuny and just a way that makes your brain go zoom? Sorry, I looked really mad for a second there. I just looked at my own face and I'm like, hold on, I look really angry and you saying that. No. Probably won't really capture my interest very much. Anyway. Let's read just at least one section from this book today, shall we? Before you know, before it's super late. Double check that my music's gonna keep playing. Okay, it might stop 7 minutes in, but it's fine. Let me know if I need to adjust the audio. The discovery of Azeroth. Meanwhile, in the depths of the great dark beyond, Agramar continued his quest to eradicate all signs of demonic influence. His battles led him from one world to another, from one demon-beset civilization to the next. Though Agramar bore the full weight of this task alone, his resolve never wavered. He believed with all his heart that Sargeras would one day return and see that the Pantheon's cause was right. It was during his long and lonely journeys that Agramar sensed something extraordinary. The tranquil dreams of a slumbering world soul, billowing across the cosmos. The Song of Life led him to a world that the Pantheon had not yet discovered, a world they would later name Azeroth. Nestled within the world's core was one of Agramar's kin, one far more powerful than any yet encountered. The spirit was so mighty that Agramar sensed its streams even through the din of activity that rattled across the world's surface. Yet, as Agramar drew closer to Azeroth and beheld the world, horror seized him. Void energies shrouded the world's surface like a layer of diseased flesh. From the ruined landscape rose the old gods and their black empire. Miraculously, the nascent Titan spirits remained uncorrupted, but Agramar knew it was only a matter of time before it succumbed to the void. Agramar sought counsel with the rest of the Pantheon, informing them of his discovery. Clearly, this was proof that Sargeras had been right about the Void Lords and their plans. Agramar urged the other Titans to take action with all due haste before Azeroth was lost forever. Eonar was quick to champion Agramar's cause. She compelled the other Pantheon members to think of the world's potential. If brought to maturity, this new Titan could exceed even Sargeras' considerable might, she argued. Indeed, it could become their greatest warrior, one capable of neutralizing the Void Lords once and for all. But more than that, Azeroth was one of them, a lost and vulnerable member of their family. The Pantheon could not abandon their own sibling to the clutches of the Void Lords. Eonar's words stirred the hearts of the rest of the Pantheon. They unanimously agreed to save Azeroth, no matter the cost. Agramar formulated a bold plan of attack. All members of the Pantheon would travel to Azeroth and purge the Black Empire that had claimed it. They would not, however, take action directly. Due to their colossal forms, Agramar feared the Pantheon would irreparably damage or even kill the World Soul. Instead, he proposed creating mighty constructs to act as the Pantheon's hands and prosecute their will against the Black Empire. Under the guidance of the great forger Khazgoroth, the Pantheon crafted an army of enormous servants from the crust of Azeroth itself, the Aesir and the Vanir. The Aesir were fashioned from metal, and they would command the power of storms. The Vanir were formed from stone, and they would hold sway over the earth. Collectively, these mighty creatures would be known as the Titan Forged. The members of the Pantheon imbued a number of their servants with their specific likenesses and powers to lead the rest of the Titan Forged. These empowered beings were called the Keepers. Though they would develop their own personalities in time, they would forever after bear the mark and abilities of their makers. Aman'Thul gifted some of his vast abilities to High Keeper Ra and Keeper Odin. Khazgoroth bestowed his mastery over the earth and forging to Keeper Archadus. Golganeth granted Keepers Thorim and Hodir dominion over the storms and skies. Aonar gave Keeper Freya command over Azeroth's flora and fauna. Norgannon lent a portion of his intellect and the mastery of magic to Keepers Loken and Mimiron. Lastly, Agramar imparted his strength and courage to Keeper Tyr, who would become the greatest warrior of the Titan Forged. With this new army moulded from the world's crust, the Pantheon went to war. The time to shatter the Black Empire and free Azeroth from its malign influence had come. Hello, Pirouette. Or Pirouette. I hope I pronounced all of the Titans' names correctly. It also does feel nice to kind of do a recap of the Titans' stories and stuff, given that the literal arc that is going on right now in World of Warcraft, the World Soul Saga, kind of relevant. Kind of relevant. Kind of important. I can't remember when this book was written though. I wonder if it was before Shadowlands. This World Soul thing doesn't feel that important, TBH. Damn. I wonder if they're gonna hint at all at the Haranir. As if they've hinted at all at the Haranir, then I might forgive them for the Haranir, but otherwise I'm not gonna forgive them. Sounds like some Dragon Ball Z arc. Why? What do you... I don't know enough about Dragon Ball Z to comment on that. What it is the story in the World Soul Saga so far is at the end of Dragonflight, one of the primordial drakes formed something called the Dark Heart, and gave it to a former servant of one of the old gods, with the intention of ending everything, of turning everything to void, of destroying all of existence. So we spent the entirety of the last expansion basically chasing after Xal'atath, and the Dark Heart. We are now in the middle. The World Soul Saga is 3 expansions, which is the War Within, which was the last one, Midnight, which is the current one, and the Last Titan, which is the next one. And I actually need to play the campaign because I'm not fully caught up on the campaign right now, but Xal'atath is causing problems. That's a summary. Dark Hearts sounds like something from Kingdom Hearts. Well, they do have the Heartless, from what I know of Kingdom Hearts. I actually own the Dark Heart. Did you know? Let me put the book down. I actually the collector's edition for Midnight. Also, you didn't just notice because you wrote earlier in the stream that the book halves don't fit together perfectly. Lying to me because you already wrote that. Got him. I'm sorry they don't fit together. It's just don't look too hard. It's just aesthetic, okay? You didn't mention it. I was talking about other stuff. That's actually what happens with most messages that I miss. Most messages I miss, I don't miss them. I don't reply to them because I read them. I read them and then I go, okay, I'll reply to that after I've finished my current train of thought. And then, get this. I forget. Can't believe you would do this to me after. Sorry. You're free to keep on repeating messages. It just made me laugh that you said you just noticed when you already thinking you would like Kingdom Hearts, a very toony series. So I did have the first Kingdom Hearts on PS2? ? However, I broke it. I softlocked myself in Traverse Town. I did something where I accidentally skipped a boss, but then when I was like, why can't I progress anymore? I went back to try and go find that boss, and they weren't spawning. So, yeah, I softlocked myself, and so I just never finished. I never played the rest of Kingdom Hearts. I played the gacha when that came out. I played the mobile game a bit when that came out. Because my friend was playing it, I was like, oh, it's free on my phone. Yeah, sure. I only had the GBA game, which is very confusing if you didn't play the first game. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever get into Kingdom Hearts at this point. It feels like a big investment. And also it's one of those series, it's kind of, I know people do stream it, but apparently Disney basically come for your soul if you stream it. Like, they will hit you with so many audio takedowns. They do not like you. They do not like it. They are not a fan of you streaming Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if I can consider gachas games anymore. I mean, this was years ago, so maybe it was still a game back then. Did you know me and Havoc and Daphne started planning on making a gacha years ago? We started working on a game design document and designs and stuff. It was gonna be Monster Girls. We were gonna make a Monster Girl gacha game. God, but I even looked up so many tutorials and stuff, but I just couldn't find out how to get the gacha element. I couldn't find I couldn't find the code. There were so many tutorials on how to, and so many assets for the gacha stuff, but there was no actual explanation on how you meant to code that sort of stuff. There were no templates, there was no anything. So I was like, damn, this is something that just like you get to do if you're already in the industry. It's not even about the logic behind how to get people to spend their money. Like, I just couldn't find the physical code that let you randomize and gain characters like that. I don't know. I still think about it sometimes, and I don't know, maybe I still would make it if all of the framework was down and I just had to do the like visuals and writing and stuff, but I don't know. Monster Girl Gacha made by Arrow Ace. Yeah, that's how you know it's gonna go hard. That's how you know it's gonna be good. That's how you know it's gonna actually have real monsters, real monster girls, not just, yeah, we put a tail on this girl with big tits and it's a monster. It's not random, they have a Discord mod handing us stuff out on a case-by-case basis. Worked on a gacha when I was in Japan, you can make one, the bar of quality ain't very high for most of yeah, I've played some pretty terrible gachas. I just don't have the code to do it. I just don't know the framework to make the gacha. I just need the frame. But whatever. Dreams of games gone by. Anyway. I wonder if I've still got any of those designs lying around anywhere. Because me, Havoc and Daphne did start like designing characters for it. Because that's our thing. That's our thing, you know. We love making characters. Any of your computer science major friends? I mean, I literally went to college for video games. But I'm not messaging them to go, hey, I want to make a Monster Girl gacha. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it too hard anymore. It doesn't matter. Surprised you didn't learn it then. Next time you catch me on stream, because this is a whole topic, and my experience in college, going to video game college to learn how to make video games, I have a lot of feelings about how it went. And how, in my entire first year, I maybe opened a game engine once. I was in a game course, and I opened a game engine one time in the entire year. Anyway. Fucking college. So yeah, you can feel free to ask me about that more during a daytime stream, because I'm very salty about how my college experience went with that. Idea Guy University. Legitimately. We got probably the closest thing we did get to quote unquote make a game was a program called Twine. But then I was at home already using Rempi to make my own Rempi to make my own stuff. So literally I was already doing I was making more games than my classmates in college, which is stupid. Anyway. College sucked. I learned nothing. I learned absolutely nothing. Anyway, no, I learned stuff about the industry. And you know, I did learn some stuff about 3D modeling. We had a 3D modeling class every week for 3 hours. Even then though, I don't really think that it was very good, but whatever. Anyway, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can get chicken katsu this week. Thank you, Hugs. How about chicken katsu? Katsu. Okay, I'm clearly delirious. I need to go. Next stream is Music Box Carousel. I need to glue the broken thing back together properly. I miss you platonically, thank you. Chibi? Oh my god, you have to learn how to tween chibi models? So, are you aware of the YouTube animation meme community? Are you aware of people all making basically like the same video but with their characters that was just like a lot of tweening, a lot of like head bounce to the music? Cause yeah, I used to use Adobe Animate, and I used to make animation memes on YouTube. So don't worry, I know how to tween. I sorry. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Community is a stretch. It was definitely cutthroat. That's just. But yeah, so I know how to tween. Do not worry, I know how to tween. I still have Adobe Animate on my computer right now. I can see it. I know it's discontinued now. It's Adobe killed it. But I still have Adobe Animate 2019 on my PC right now, and I could open it up if I wanted to. I'm not going to though. Smart animation that I've ever done, and I wish I could do it. Tweening isn't so bad. You just need to know how to separate drawings, which I did-ish. I'm better at it now because of Live 2D. I know how to do it better because of Live 2D now, but Irish people try Purity Valentine's candy. God, sorry for screwing up your YouTube recommendations. My bad. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually gonna go. Check your candy stash. The Irish are stealing my candy. What the hell? I don't even have any candy. And that's why I don't have any candy. Fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Get something to eat, get something to drink, get some rest. Take your meds, pay your bills, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Yeah, I can't believe they would do this. Pydots, you've betrayed me. I'll never forgive you. Give me back my sweets. Actually, no, it's fine, because if Pydots steals my sweets, you know who's going to steal them from Pydots? Numbers. AKA me. Let's go! Okay, good night. Anya Sydney! Good night, good night. Good night, good night. Be